Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nauli Rahma Fauzi Simanjuntak. My student's number is 3322012. Today I'm going to explain about types of validity. Let's get started. The first one, we are going to know about the definition of validity. What is validity? Validity is all about making sure that the evidence provided to support interpretations, inferences, and decisions based on test scores is totally adequate, accurate, and relevant. It addresses the question of whether a test truly measures what it claims to measure, ensuring that the results are both meaningful and appropriate for intended purpose. There are some key issues surrounding validity. The first issue is fairness. Fairness in testing means all individuals have equal chances of succeeding without being biased by their background such as race, gender, ethnicity, or language. A test is considered to be biased if it leads to different scores across different groups. To remove bias in tests, professionals use a process called differential item functioning or DIF. This process has two main steps. First step is statistical method, used to spot test questions that might cause different responses from people with the same ability but from different groups. Next is a panel of experts reviews these questions to decide if they are biased. If any questions are found to be biased, they are either changed or removed. The next key issues is special accommodation. Special accommodation are adjustments made to the testing environment or process for individuals with non-disabilities, learning or physical disabilities. These adjustments like extra time. Accommodations help ensure fairness for individuals with disabilities, but they can also introduce factors that affect the result. Now we are going into the main video, the main topic of this video. Types of validity. The American Psychological and Education Research Associations publish standards that identify 5 sources of validity evidence. The first validity is content validity. The second one is face validity. The third one is construct validity. The fourth one is criterion-related validity. And the last one is flashback validity. Content validity. Content validity means that the item on a test and the scores they produce accurately represent and are relevant to the content or abilities that the test is intended to measure. Second one is face validity. Face validity refers to the extent to which a test appears effective in terms of its stated aims from the perspective of those taking it. The third validity is construct validity. Construct validity is the degree to which a test accurately measures the theoretical construct it is intended to assess. The fourth validity is criterion-related validity. So, this validity refers to the degree to which scores on a new test align with those on an established test, known as the criterion that already has proven reliability and validity. And the last one is flashback validity that refers to the extent to which a test positively or negatively influences teaching and learning practices. Content validity. There are 4 skills in English: writing, reading, speaking, and listening. I'm going to give one example of each validity in just one English skill. So, in content validity, I'm going to give an example in writing writing test. A good writing test in application of content validity. In writing, a good writing test assesses the skill the test is meant to measure. For example, an essay test should focus on grammar, vocabulary, coherence, and organization, not on the test taker's knowledge of specific content. Face validity. Application face validity in listening, for instance. If a listening test claims to assess workplace communication skills, it should include scenarios like a meeting discussion or a job interview. Construct validity. The application construct validity in speaking, such as the test should include tasks like role plays, interviews, or discussion that reflects everyday speaking situations. Criterion-related validity. The application criterion-related validity in listening is that if a listening test is used to measure academic proficiency, high test scores would show that students can understand spoken information in class. And the last one is watchback validity. The application in writing. Watchback validity can be applied by designing assessment that encourage essential writing skills. A writing test that requires organizing ideas, using appropriate vocabulary, and writing grammatically accurate sentences strengthen overall writing skills. Hello guys, so this is the second session of language assessment video. This session I'm going to explain about C-test assessment. Welcome students. Final assessment for intermediate level. Intermediate has two levels, B1 and B2. For this final assessment of intermediate level students, I'm using a C-test designed to measure overall language proficiency in line with the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, or CEFR. The intermediate level is characterized by a student's ability to comprehend complex text on a range of topics, both concrete and abstract, and to communicate fluently with native speakers. Students at this level should be able to produce clear, detailed text, understanding technical discussion in their area of expertise, and discuss issue with a balanced view of advantages and disadvantages. So this test is to measure vocabulary, grammar, and the structure, and also reading comprehension of the students. The instruction of the test is that there are two texts with total 15 missing words. The students need to fill in the blanks to complete each word correctly. The student use context clues and ensure that their answers are grammatically correct and properly spelled. Each correct word earns 1 point. So the text 1. Sleep is essential for good health. Blank. Many college students don't get enough. Studies show that adults need blank 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, but busy schedule and stress often lead to sleep. Blank. Lack of blank can affect concentration, memory, and mood, making it harder to succeed academically. Expert blank. Setting a regular sleep schedule. Blank. Screen time before bed and creating a relaxing bedtime routine. By prioritizing sleep, students can blank both their health and academic performances. So there are 7 missing words in the text 1. In the text too, there are 8 missing words. Since ancient times, people have wondered blank the world is made of. The Greeks believed it was blank by 4 elements: water, air, earth, and fire. The philosopher Democritus suggested that everything could be blank down into tiny units called atoms. However, no one could fully blank how atoms created the wide variety of matter in nature. In 1925, this blank with the quantum theory blank led to major scientific discoveries. The quantum revolution now allows us to describe all matter blank only a few particles, like blank, a colorful tapestry with just a few strands. The scoring criteria. There are 3 criteria: full point, partial point, and 0 point. Full points if the student can complete accurately in both spelling and context. Partial points if a word is partially correct, in example, close in spelling or meaning but with a minor mistake, so the student may receive half point. 0 point if the word the student provides is incorrect or doesn't fit the context. No points will be rewarded. Assessment. So if the students get 12 until 15 points, 12 to 15 points, the students might accomplish B2 level, strong grades of vocabulary, grammar, and reading comprehension. If the students succeed to goal 9 to 11 points, the student might be a B1 level, intermediate proficiency with room for improvement. And if the students can score below 9 points, the student might be a below B1 level, A1 or A2. Why I'm using C-test? So the C-test is a good match for the intermediate level B1 and B2 because it helps students use their language skills in a way that reflects real-life situations. Unlike multiple choice questions or essay, the C-test directly measure how well students can apply what they know, reducing the chance for guessing and focusing on producing correct language. It also makes grading easier and more reliable as the answers are clear and consistent for all students. And that's it for overall the video. Hope it's advantageous to you. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.